let it flow, let it flow, let it flow, hey, let it flow, hey, let it. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Leslie's Travels, where I teach you how to travel on a budget and how to travel in luxury. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please feel free to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below if you have any questions about any of my travels. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit more about the draw method, as well as how I went to the Cayman Islands, got lost in the middle of the night with zero charge, as well as how I kissed a stingray. Alright guys, so let's get right into it. Don't want to waste anyone's time. Right, so the draw method is something that stuck with me. A lot of people have been asking me questions, and they were asking me how does it actually work. So it's a very simple method. All you're going to do is simply, whenever you get paid, whether it's 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, or if you like me, if you're a server, you get paid daily. I've taken a lot of amount daily out, which is going to be $15, and I put it into each one of my drawers. All right, so the draw method gives you a chance to start off small. A lot of us can't afford to just jump into traveling or booking tickets. This way is going to give you a chance to take simple, small baby steps. And if you can take one step at a time, eventually you are reach to go. All right, as well as it gives you a chance to save for different items. For me, right now, I still use the draw method. Right now, I'm saving up for a laptop, for my YouTube videos as well. But yeah, I'm still using the draw method, and like I said, it gives you a chance to save up for multiple things at a time, as well as say if something unexpected happened, you now have a miscellaneous fund, or anything could happen, or say if you want to use the money for something as simple as one of your big excursions when you travel, now you can do that with that. Now you have money allotted for that as well. So yeah, that's something really simple for me as far as the draw method. Like I said, it works for me and it's continued to work for me. You may have another way to save money and that works better for you, and that's okay. I always tell people do what works for them. For me, I like relax. Let it flow, 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 hey, let it flow, hey, let it. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Leslie's Travels, where I teach you how to travel on a budget and how to travel in luxury. Thank you guys so much for joining. Please feel free to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below if you have any questions about any of my travels. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit more about the draw method, as well as how I went to the Cayman Islands, got lost in the middle of the night with zero charge, as well as how I kissed a stingray. Alright guys, so let's get right into it. Don't want to waste anyone's time. Right, so the draw method is something that stuck with me. A lot of people have been asking me questions, and they were asking me how does it actually work. So it's a very simple method. All you're going to do is simply, whenever you get paid, whether it's 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, or if you like me, if you're a server, you get paid daily. I've taken a lot of amount daily out, which is going to be $15, and I put it into each one of my drawers. All right, so the draw method gives you a chance to start off small. A lot of us can't afford to just jump into traveling or booking tickets. This way is going to give you a chance to take simple, small baby steps. And if you can take one step at a time, eventually you are reach to go. All right, as well as it gives you a chance to save for different items. For me, right now, I still use the draw method. Right now, I'm saving up for a laptop, for my YouTube videos as well. But yeah, I'm still using the draw method, and like I said, it gives you a chance to save up for multiple things at a time, as well as say if something unexpected happened, you now have a miscellaneous fund, or anything could happen, or say if you want to use the money for something as simple as one of your big excursions when you travel, now you can do that with that. Now you have money allotted for that as well. So yeah, that's something really simple for me as far as the draw method. Like I said, it works for me and it's continued to work for me. You may have another way to save money and that works better for you, and that's okay. I always tell people do what works for them. For me, I like to start off simple and slow. I like to start off slow and steady, you know. And at the time, I couldn't afford to just jump into something. So with me doing the $5, the draw method as well, it gave me the opportunity to actually take baby steps, and hopefully it'll work for you as well. All right, guys, let's get right into it. So, like I said, with the drop method, I did use that same method for me to save up for the Cayman Islands. I had a certain, once again, the same process. I had 3 different jars. One was for my airport fund, travel fund, and miscellaneous. Did the exact same thing. When you begin to travel, traveling is a lifestyle. It's something that you have to dedicate time, because as you all know, plane tickets, prices change like the wind. So that's why I like to have money with the draw method to the side. See if I find something that's in my price range and I see it right then, I can go ahead and book it and then just take what I have in a jar and deposit it into my account. So that way I'm not losing anything, as well as I'm able to act immediately, because once again, prices and plane tickets change daily, hourly. I don't know how they do them system, but it changes a lot. So you want to be prepared to do it. So I did the same thing. I woke up every day. I began to search every day for flights to the Cayman Islands. I finally found something that was within my budget. With me doing it, immediately booked the flight. So once again, super excited. This is going to be my second trip out the country by myself. And like I said, I was so excited. I said the same thing for my, I took my second jar, which was my travel jar, and I used that to book my Airbnb for the time. It didn't cover everything, but it gave me a nice little nest egg for me to start off with my booking my Airbnb. For me, when I book Airbnbs, I don't go for the most expensive and I don't go for the cheapest, because once again, I am a solo female traveler. I'm traveling by myself. So I find something that's right in the middle. Once again, something that's within my price range, because I'm always thinking about my next trip. I don't want to ever overextend myself. So that's why I always go for something right in the middle. I normally find something that's pretty amazing. I will be showing you guys the location of where I stay in the Cayman Islands. I give it a second to upload. All right, guys, and like I said, it was not the nicest Airbnb that I had found, but we had a really great deal. For me, I like to find Airbnb owners that either do airport pickups, or maybe they have a car that's included in the Airbnb, or maybe they have a scooter. Anything that can get you around. With this Airbnb, they did have a car that was connected to the price of me booking the Airbnb. And my silly self, not knowing that the Cayman Islands, driving on the other side of the road, this is how this story is going to begin. So once I end up in the Cayman Islands, they gave me the car. No one asked me many questions about have I ever drove on the other side of the road. I just was like, I'm pretty sure I could figure it out. Pretty intelligent woman. Figured out. Get in the car. Lo and behold, I did figure it out. I'm super excited. When I normally go to a new location, I like to go straight to the grocery store. I normally try to arrive in the daytime, because as a solo female traveler, it gives me a chance to see the area, get a chance to see different locations of where I am, so I can have an idea of how to get back to my location, say if anything happened, which it did. So I did arrive in the Cayman Islands a little bit during the daytime before sunset did happen, but I had to go to the grocery store and get bottled water and stuff like that. I like to cook my breakfast for when I take trips out the country, so it saves me a little bit more money, and I do my breakfast and my coffee, or either I'll book a hotel that does include continental breakfast. But for this location, it didn't include that. It was an apartment, so I had to go to the grocery store. The sun is going down. I'm so excited. I'm not really thinking about to look at my phone charge to see if I have enough battery to make this journey. So they give me the keys, drive off, tell me about everything. So I'm getting in the car. The Airbnb owners were super sweet. They tell me about different locations where the grocery stores were, all this stuff. In their head, they're probably thinking that this woman is here by herself, so she has enough sense to at least have her phone charged. I did not. So I get on the highway, on the road. I've sat enough charge to get me to the location of the grocery store. Get there, the sun is setting, so I'm like, oh my God, let me hurry up. And as I'm getting there, my phone is like, I'm realizing how low my battery is. And it's no longer giving me the navigation to get back to the house. I don't know what happened with that. Maybe I ran out of service, not quite sure. But yeah, so I get there and I'm in the car and I'm like, I have no service, I have no battery, I have no idea where I am, and it's the middle of the night. Well, it's the middle of the night, it's like 8, 9 o'clock, but in my head it was the middle of the night. Everything seemed bigger when you're panicking. So as I'm doing this, I'm looking around and I get myself back to the area of my Airbnb, but I don't know the terms I need to make to get to my location. So as I'm driving around, I'm panicking. I'm trying to call out to the Airbnb owner. I'm doing all these things, and no one could help me. And in that moment, I swear my heart sunk, and it hit me like, this is the thing that you signed up for. You know what I mean? Like, you wanted to test yourself to see if you can survive, and here is the time. It's survival of the fittest. So I look around, and in me looking around, I'm like, I tell myself, I drop a tear, of course. I tell myself, you got to figure it out, honey. There is no option. There is nobody that's coming to save you. There is no one that's coming to help you. No one knows you. So you got to figure it out. So as I'm telling myself this, and like I said, I dropped my one tear, maybe two, I'm going to say one, make me seem tougher. So I dropped a tear, and as I'm looking around, I remember something that growing up in the areas that I grew up in Memphis and East St. Louis, Illinois. If you know anything about these areas, it's not the best of areas, but it ain't that bad. But so yeah, and I'm looking around, and one thing that they always tell you is to pay attention to your surroundings. Find landmarks, find little things that stick out to you so that you can remember where you are. And that's what I did. I buckled down, and in me buckling down, I looked around, and I started to see things that stood. I remember it was a broken turn, a broken stop sign or something simple like that. And I was like, I remember us turning here. And I remember that if we turned this way, because I remember this. And thank God I found my way back. But it was one of the most scariest situations of my life, that it really taught me how to trust myself and how to rely on my own senses, even if it doesn't seem like it's possible, that you can get yourself back to any location as long as you do little things by looking at the location and looking around you. And like I said, it really taught me a lot about my self-awareness and taught me how to trust myself in a whole new way. So I'm an advocate for solo travels. It's absolutely amazing. I think everyone should travel solo at least once in their life and give it a chance. It's a really amazing experience to teach you a lot of self-reliance. So yeah, when I went to the Cayman Islands, I ended up going to Crystal's Cave. Absolutely beautiful. It had, at the end of the cave, they had a beautiful river that was crystal clear. And one of my best experiences, I had never been underground hiking. And once again, all my trips are to teach me something new and to push me out of my comfort zone. That's how I travel. A lot of people are afraid to do it like that. But that's how I travel. And as you follow me, you'll begin to see different locations I've been, and each time where I push myself out of my comfort zone. So yeah, I ended up going to Crystal Cave. It was so amazingly beautiful. From there, I ended up going snorkeling and swimming with the stingrays. Once again, pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Not the best swimmer, but I wanted to go snorkeling. One thing about salt water is it does have a density, so it will push you up, but always wear your life jackets. I'm a big advocate of life jackets. Not the best swimmer, so I ended up going to do the snorkeling and swim with the stingrays. I give you guys some pictures of that so you get a chance to see how everything was. It was so beautiful. The waters was crystal clear. One of my best experiences I think I say that a lot, but yeah, it's one of my best experiences I had. But they had a saying that says that if you kiss a stingray, you get 7 years good luck. And once again, pushing myself out of my comfort zone, I'm like, I would like 7 years good luck. I'm finna be traveling the world. So the guy allows me to kiss a stingray that was named Scar, I think. Scarface, because she had a scar somewhere on the front of her face. So amazing, so slimy, but I do says everybody should give it a try if you do go to the Cayman Islands. it was an amazing experience. Like I said, the waters are so beautiful. Snorkeling there was amazing. So yeah, if you guys have time, give the Cayman Islands a chance. It's not a big I don't know, I haven't heard of a lot of people traveling there, but it could be just my experience. Once again, I went there because it was one of my cheaper places that I could find that can give me island life. So yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in on this beautiful day. I always like to tell you guys, if I can do it, so can you. Please feel free to like the video, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions. My next video for you guys is going to be how I got a chance to see the Northern Lights. I will begin to do a lot more travel blogging. Right now I am headed to Paris, and there I'm going to get a chance to do a little bit more blogging. Unfortunately, when I started my travels, I didn't get a chance. I didn't realize that I was going to be doing YouTube. So a lot of my travels was solo travel. So I only have pictures of the locations. So I will give you guys a lot of pictures on some of these locations. But in Paris, I am going to be travel blogging. Maybe I post one in between, one video in between, so you got to get a chance to see Paris as well. But yeah, next video is going to be Iceland, how I saw the Northern Lights. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining. Please feel free to subscribe. I think I said that twice. So yeah, and like the video. And once again, thank you guys so much for joining Leslie's Travels. Thank you.